Hello, children. I am Cinderella. I will join you in learning our new lesson in English Grade 1. We will learn about the importance of noting details in stories or poems read or listened to. We will also answer questions asked related to the stories or poems. Are you ready? Our lesson for Quarter 3, Weeks 5 to 7 in English Grade 1 is about details in short stories or poems. The most essential learning competency of our lesson is note important details about the stories and poems read and listened to, pertaining to the given topic, characters, settings, and other events, and also to answer questions asked related to the given stories or poems. Are you familiar with short stories and poems? You have possibly read and listened to different stories and poems, such as fairy tales and other bedtime stories. These stories and poems tell us what the characters feel and do. They also teach us important lessons in life. By reading or listening carefully to stories and poems, you are able to determine the important details pertaining to the given topic, characters, settings, and other events. By knowing these details, you are able to answer questions asked related to the given stories or poems. Have you received a gift before? Read the story below. You may also listen to it by asking your parents or guardian to read it for you. The new toys. Jay and Joy have new toys. Jay has a new toy car. It is small but shiny. Meanwhile, Joy has a new doll. It is big and beautiful. Their Tita May gave this gift to them during their birthday. She hid them behind the table to surprise them. They hurriedly looked for the hidden gift. When they saw them, they immediately opened them. They jumped for joy when they saw the new toys. They were just what they wished for. They thanked and kissed their tita. They loved their new toys. Did you understand the story? Now, let us try to answer the following questions. For question number 1, who received gifts during their birthday? Very good. They are Jay and Joy. Who gave the gifts? Great! Tita May gave the gifts. Where did she hide the gift? Very good. She hid the gift behind the table. What gifts did they receive? Great job! They received toy car and a doll. What did they do when they found the gift? Great job! They opened them immediately. Now, let us try to do learning task 1. Read the poem below. You may also listen to it by asking your parents or guardian to read it for you. Then, arrange the events in their correct order or sequence. Do this in your notebook. Our poems is about animals. Are you ready to listen? At the zoo. I went to the zoo with my cousins and friends. First, we saw a deer with its long antlers. Then, we saw a giraffe with towering neck and long legs. Then, we saw a monkey jumping from tree to tree. And then an elephant with ears waving at me. Then a crocodile with long tail and sharp teeth. Then a bear as white as milk. Then a zebra with stripes from head to feet. And then a big lion sleeping in its den. It was a wonderful and amazing day at the zoo. Did you enjoy reading the poem? Now, let us try to answer the activity that follows. Look at the pictures below. Using the poem that you have just read or listened to, tell which animal the character first saw. Write A for the first animal, B for the second, and so on. Look at the pictures of the animals and write the letters of your answer inside the box. Now, let us check if you got the correct answer. Understanding short stories and/or poems. Short stories and poems are important sources of life's lessons. As a young child, you are expected to read and listen to different stories and poems appropriate to your age or level. After reading or listening to them, it is necessary that you are able to understand their meanings and details. One of the ways to show that you understand the story or poem that you have read is by noting details. You can note important details by describing the characters, the settings, when and where the story happened, and the events. Sequencing events is also a good way to show that you have understood the story or the poem. You may rearrange the events by identifying which one occurs first, which one is the second, and so on. Inferring the feelings and the characteristics of the characters is also an example of showing understanding of the poem or story. Through this, you are able to determine the feelings of the characters in a story or poem. You will know if the characters are happy, afraid, or sad. Other ways of showing understanding of what we have read or listened to are by identifying the cause and effect and determining the problem and the solution. Also, dramatizing and predicting the possible ending are some of the best ways to show how well one understands a poem or a story. You can make prediction by guessing what will happen next. Now, let us try to do learning task 2. Read the story below. You may also listen to it by asking your parents or guardian to read it for you. Then, answer the questions that follow. Do this on your notebook. The title of the story is Ispati and Furry. There was an animal shelter in our barangay. It took care of different animals, including cats and dogs. But due to lack of financial support, it decided to close or shut down. Many animals would be affected by this, so my family decided to adopt a puppy and a kitten. They were really cute and calm. They did not have names yet. I wanted to give them nice names. Wilson, my brother, asked me, "What names will you give them?" "I will give them names that best describe their characteristics," I replied. "The puppy has black spots in its body, so I named it Ispati. The kitten has white long fur, so I called it Furry." I was so happy with the names I gave them. I will love and take care of them. They have finally found their new home. Did you understand the story? Now, let us try to answer these questions. What is the reason why the animal shelter shut down? Great job! It's letter B, lack of fund. What did the family do to save some animals? Great job! It's letter A, adopted a puppy and a kitten. What animals did they adopt? Great! It's letter A, a kitten and a puppy. What characteristics does the kitten have? It's letter B, has white long fur. What characteristics does the puppy have? It's letter A, has black spots in its body. Who is the speaker's brother? Correct, it's letter B. It's Wilson. What is the name of the puppy? Great job, it's letter A. It is Ispati. What is the name of the kitten? Very good, it is letter C. The kitten is Furry. Who is the speaker in the story? Correct, it's letter A. I. What did the speaker feel after adopting and naming the puppy and the kitten? Great choice. It's letter C. He is happy. Now, let us continue to learning task 3. Read the stories below. You may also listen to it by asking your parents or guardian to read it for you. Then, identify what would happen next in each situation as shown by the illustrations. Write the letters of your answers in your notebook. Jason has a dog named Bantay. One rainy day, it got all muddy. Jason decided not to let Bantay in, as it might make the house dirty. What do you think happened next? Great, it's letter B. Jason took Bantay a bath. Paula was working on her assignment. When she finished it, her mother had already prepared the food for dinner. Her mother called her after. What do you think happened next? Great, it's letter C. Paula and her family ate dinner. Now let us proceed to learning task 4. Read the stories below. You may also listen to it by asking your parents or guardian to read it for you. Then answer the questions that follow. Do this in your notebook. The title of the story is The Missing Book. It was late in the evening. Anthony was very sad. He could not find his English book. What he remembered was he placed it on his study table. Check your cabinet, his mother told him. Maybe it is there. Anthony opened his cabinet. He checked all the drawers. He removed all his clothes to check if the book was there. Unfortunately, it was not there. He was really lonely. Check your bag, his father said, but it was not there too. I have to find it, Anthony whispered. Ah, I went to the Bahay Kubo in the garden to study there. He suddenly remembered. I have to check it there. His mother joined him in looking for his book in the said Bahay Kubo behind their house. It was there. His English book was there. I found it, Anthony shouted. He thanked his mother and father for helping him find his book. Then he finished the last part of his assignment and placed his book in his bag. He was so happy for finding his most precious book. Now, can you answer these questions? What is your most favorite part of the story? Tell why this part is your most favorite scene. Just like Anthony, have you experienced losing something very important? What item did you lose? How did you find it? Now, in your own words, retell and share this story to your parents or guardians. After retelling it, ask them if you have shared all important details of the story.